Cardano has taken off. DeFi banks are on the way, plus more info about that ETX coin. And Stellar is on the way to the moon. We will talk about that and much more on this episode of Max Crypto News.
Clock ticking, ticking like tick-tock, moon suit. We about to lift off, tick-tock. Got you looking at your wristwatch. Don't hip-hop, cause we about to moonshot.
Time is ticking, you're still supporting people that chilling, praying that the coins you're buying is the winning. Sitting in your car, wasting time for moving, tick-tocking. Brain is on flood, clogging.
Yeah, y'all, XLM is headed to the moon.
Up your crypto vision, negative vibrations messing up your soul mission. They say patience is a virtue, but your weak hands got you lose hope and pushes you in the end of your rope.
Clock ticking, ticking like tick-tock.
Cardano has taken off today, family.
Moon suit. We about to lift off, tick-tock. Got you looking at your wristwatch. Don't hip-hop, cause we about to moonshot. Bag stuff to the tip-top, not much time left.
DeFi banks are on the way. I hope y'all prepared. DeFi banks are on the way.
On the clock, going tick-tock. Got my bags packed and my keys locked. Headed for the moonshot, you not ready in this moon o'clock. Look at me as we boosting off. I told you so, now we at the top. Champagne pouring, pop the top.
Hey, shout out to Lady E, y'all. Y'all need to check out TikTok and this XRP music, right? But with that being said, a peace and black power, family. I want to welcome you to another episode of Max Crypto News, where we talk about these intangible coins at all times. Listen, family, if you're not subscribed to Max Crypto News, I need you to make sure you hit that subscribe button, family. Also, hit that notification bell so whenever I go live or drop these videos, you will get this content. Yes, family, it is live and going down. Listen, family, I have a nice show set up for us today, family. I have a conversation that I'm going to play. Listen, family, y'all need to make sure that you tune in today because today is going to be a show that's going to be very informative. Cardano has taken off. Cardano is making that move, family. Plus, we're going to talk about that hidden gem ETX coin and how it is going to suppel and push XLM to the moon. You already got the USDC coming up in February on XLM. Now you got this ETX coin, this Ethereum coin that's meant to bring the smart contracts to the Stellar network. Family, XLM is headed to the moon. Listen, family, I'm still offering that advanced crypto class. So if you're not enrolled in that advanced crypto class, family, listen, you can send me an email at bmac252.sf@gmail.com, or you can inbox me or send me an email at maxcryptonews@gmail.com. Again, you can email me at maxcryptonews@gmail.com, or you can email me at bmac252.sf@gmail.com. The fee is a $99 fee. It's a 6 to 8 week class, family, and you can get this information to make this money off this market, family. Listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all, we are headed to the moon with XLM. All right, so with that being said, let me jump right in, fam. We're gonna jump right in. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long today. We got some nice conversations going on. So like always, we're gonna actually start. I'm gonna start off with, you know what? We're gonna go straight to the market, family. We're gonna go. Let me refresh my screen. We're gonna go straight to the market, right? We can see the total market cap is $1 trillion and $20 billion. BTC at 36,000. Ethereum at $1,247. Tether around 99 cents. You got Polkadot. Polkadot has surpassed XRP, family, for right now at $17.19. But don't count XRP out, family. You better not count XRP out. Listen, look at Cardano. Cardano is up to number 6, family, up to 38 cents today. Woo! Cardano is making that power move. If you pay attention, Cardano is only 600, basically $600 million away from passing XRP. Cardano is making that move. And with that new news coming out in February, Cardano, as a matter of fact, Cardano now has the most coins that are staked out of all the coins. Cardano has surpassed everybody and now has the most coins that are staked. They are staked on the Cardano network. Cardano ADA is really moving, y'all. Litecoin at $144. Chainlink at $13.18. Bitcoin Cash at $484. And you got Stellar at 30 cent, rounding out the top 10. But Stellar has so much news swirling around it that when it take off, it is going to the moon, family. It's going to move like we never seen nothing move before, right? So, family, you know, I always be talking about this GSX coin. So for those that's interested in getting this gold secured currency, right, this is the world's first ever growth coin. First ever growth coin, family. This coin is kind of like a stable coin, but it's going to grow because the more assets it obtains, that's how the growth of the coin and the price of the coin is going to grow up, because they are obtaining assets, right? Gold mines. And you can see right now you got a 21% buying bonus today if you buy in. If you use my link, you also get an extra 5% free coins for whatever you buy, right? You can check out the roadmap right here. You know, they're gonna have that gold, the first gold milling operation 1 month after the sale. They're gonna have a copper mining operation, lithium mining ore, right? They're gonna have a titanium mining operation. They also gonna have a second milling operation, right? This thing right here is gonna have assets that is backing it. They already have the Aluva mines in South Africa right now. So listen, family, this thing is, you'll get yearly bonuses. It's backed by the assets, trust, ownership, growth, redeemable. Listen, combination. If you're new to the platform, it's a link in the description. You can come here and you can research it. You can look at it yourself, see if it's something that you're interested in. Again, this is not financial information. I am just telling you the news and also letting you know of opportunities and ICOs that I am participating in. But it looks very good. It's looked very promising, family. So I would look into that, right? Because listen, family, XLM is going to the moon, right? So listen, I'm trying to tell y'all better pay attention, y'all, because it's headed and it's gonna head real fast. Now, anybody that is enrolled in the advanced crypto class, y'all know back in December, I told y'all what these exchanges was gonna start applying to become. I told you that these exchanges was eventually gonna start applying to become banks. And what is happening, family? It is going on right before our eyes. And now it's getting to the point where the central banks are trying to find a way to get their way in, because these exchanges already have an inside lane to becoming banks, crypto banks. And this is where we're headed, family, right? So what I wanted to do, we got an article right here on CoinDesk, right? This article was published today where it says central bank digital currencies, not a fad, MedLife Investment says. So they tell you that this ain't no fad, it's just here. This stuff is here to stay. Listen, the investment, John predicts CBDCs will continue gaining steam, although a launch among Western countries seems unlikely to occur anytime soon. But it's gaining steam, and this article and what I'm about to play from the OCC, Mr. Brian Books, is about to set some stuff on fire with what he got to say. Hey, he was really on our team, right? But listen, it says institutional investor MetLife Investment Management, MIM, has released a new macro strategy. Premier outlined the forthcoming role of blockchain-based assets, particularly central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Family, all this information is great news for XLM. XLM and XRP. Once XRP get through this stuff with the SEC and get through this court case, whether they settle or what, this is bullish news for them because Stellar and XRP are set up to work with the banks. How many articles have I showed y'all where you have banks that's building their CBDCs on the Stellar network? Look, this Stellar is about to hit to the moon, y'all. XLM is on its way. It's on its way to take over. I would be not surprised if XLM eventually take over Tether. Right now, it seems like it's a big deal, but no, once the USDC get up there, yeah, it's about to be interesting. So let me go to something, right, family, right? Well, you know what, since I'm with the news, let me go and get this over. A former Canadian Prime Minister names Bitcoins as possible reserve currency. So you have a former Canadian Prime Minister already saying that Bitcoin could possibly be a reserve currency. For us in the crypto world, it's already a currency to us. We don't need their validation to say it's a currency, because to us, we already looking at it as a currency and actually is using it as a currency. That's what's most important. Not how you look at it, it's how it's being used. And some of us are using it like it's currency. So we don't need no validation. I know mainstream people, but it's good to see that they coming on board, right? It's good to see that they finally falling in line, right? But listen, I got this, it was a video with Brian Books. He's the actor, controller of the currency for the OCC, right? So I want to play a little bit of this conversation, and we're gonna. I just want y'all to hear this, right? So let me make this big, and I just want y'all to hear this. Listen to this, family. It's 3 parts that I'm gonna play.
Out of time here, and there are a couple of things that I want to just touch on before we wrap up. So, last 2 questions, really. First of all, what do you see as the priorities for US policymaking when it comes to crypto that you'd like the next administration to keep in mind? What's your call to action to those that are following in your footsteps?
I want to be careful how I say this, but because I'm going to make 2 points that might sound like they're in tension with each other. The first is, it is super important, not just in this country, but globally, that we stop politicizing tech. Somehow, for a variety of reasons, technology itself has become highly, highly political. And the ability of the United States to continue to lead in innovation, for Silicon Valley to deliver the life-changing things that it's delivered, from Google to Amazon to smartphones and everything else, is at risk if tech becomes a Republican versus Democrat issue, or a Labor Party versus Tory Party kind of an issue. We have to resist that. Here's the statement that will be somewhat in tension with that, which is, on the theory that hard facts make bad law, we had a really, really awful event in the United States last week, as everybody knows. I mean, we saw things that were not worthy of a mature democracy in the 21st century, not worthy of the heirs of Thomas Jefferson and James Madison, okay? What has followed from that, however, is truly chilling. So now you've got payments companies saying that they won't process the payments of people who are on a certain political party who voted one way on a contested political issue. You've got MasterCard and Visa beginning by saying they don't want to process payments for pornography, but now saying they also might not want to process payments for guns or for tobacco or a series of other things that aren't illegal and that people want, and it's their money. We live in a world where not only information, but also money might be controlled by a handful of elites who might not like the way that any given one of us thinks on a given issue. This is what decentralization is about. In the world of crypto, there is no CEO to deplatform you, right? Crypto is about freedom. And if you didn't believe that freedom mattered last week, you should think it matters today. That's the call to action. We have to build this stuff to avoid tyranny at some level.
All right, y'all. So did you hear what he said? He said, because of the actions of what happened at the state capitol last week, you have some of these payment processing centers that's saying they may not process people payments because of their views. And this right now is crazy, right? But it's also leading us right into decentralized finances. It's leading us right into DeFi, and why decentralized financing and DeFi banks are so very important and vital to where we're going as far as moving forward, right? And this is Brian Brooks saying this. Now, this video was shot on January 15th. So y'all can see it and you can research it and listen to it in this whole totality, because it's a lot said. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take y'all to another point because, right? And this is why I say XLM, where we at? We headed to the moon, moonshot family, right? XLM, we going to the moon with this, baby, because
Ticking like tick-tock, moon soup. We about to lift off. Tick-tock, got you looking at your wristwatch. Don't hip-hop, cause we about to moonshot.
XLM is about the moonshot with these DeFi banks, family. Do you hear me? They are set up for this. Now, let me get back to this right fast. Let me take y'all to another part of this wherein he was talking about y'all just hear me out, family. We ain't got too much long. I ain't gonna hold y'all long, but I just want y'all to hear this, man. And especially those in my class, because in December, I told y'all this in the class where we was headed. And here it is, January the 17th, and somebody else is saying it. You know, just remember who said it first, though. Remember that, family. But let's just play this and let y'all hear this.
This is a good time, I think, for us to talk about the charter and, you know, some of the things that you're doing, given that recognition that you've just outlined, that are considered in some corners to be quite controversial. You know, one of the exciting developments in crypto in the last year has been seeing crypto businesses applying for those banking charters with the OCC, and you've clearly been instrumental in spearheading that work with the introduction of the new fintech charter. Can you explain the implications of these recent applications for the development of financial services in the US, and how is the OCC judging those applications that have been submitted from crypto businesses?
Well, so let me first of all talk about why it's important, and then I'll talk about the way we're evaluating these applications.
Yeah, sure.
So if you think about the way crypto has worked heretofore, it's an interesting technology. Investors are interested in buying, you know, shares of these networks, and that's what these tokens really represent, are shares of networks. But at the end of the day, you can't really have a fully functioning crypto economy because every transaction at some point has to off-ramp into fiat, right? And so you've got this clunky connection between all of this cool stuff happening on chain. And then at the end of the day, I need to find a bank to turn those things into dollars, or a bank or an exchange to do those things. And so the connective tissue between crypto and fiat is an inherent inefficiency. For those of you old enough to get the joke, it kind of reminds me of my first car, which had an 8-track tape player. And so if you wanted to play a cassette tape, you got this weird little insert, and you put the cassette tape in the insert, and you'd shove the insert into your 8-track deck, and a lot was lost in translation. And that's what happens today. Every time you have to pay a 2% fee to convert your Bitcoin into dollars, that's the equivalent of the 8-track tape deck, you know, not really working very well with the latest technology. And so what has to happen for us to have a world of a crypto economy where nobody ever needs to go off chain, where everything's fully integrated and fully seamless. I think what's necessary is for you to have crypto banks that are able to hold stable coins that reflect value denominated in the fiat currency, but that is a chain native asset. And you need to have real cryptocurrencies over here where they interact directly with each other with no need to ever off ramp into fiat, right? Fiat ultimately.
Y'all heard that? Crypto banks. Let's just keep listening. Yo, Brian Books is on our side, family. Let's just keep listening.
Will be a legacy thing of the past, in much the same way that people think about pennies or, shillings or whatever it was that people used in the 17th century. Those things will eventually, I think, go away in favor of a chain native representation of value. And so that's what has to happen. But for that to happen, you have to charter as banks companies that are able to offer the full suite of services that we all need as human beings. Because think about it, however cool crypto is, you still got to pay your student loans, right? You got to pay your taxes. You need to be able to finance your education, buy a car. I mean, there are things you have to do. And right now, you really can't do that in crypto because of this need to exit your investment asset into a bank account so that you can go use your credit card. That'll change. It may not change next year, but it'll change in 10 years. And what we're trying to do is to envision that world where you have a fully integrated crypto economy that doesn't have to have a clunky connection with the old world. Imagine, for example, if I could send you an email, but the only way for you to read it was to print it off on your printer. That's kind of the way it is today.
So in short, y'all, let me get out of here. In short, he said in the fiat currency. In short, that's what he's saying. In short, he is saying we have to get to the end of fiat currency to have crypto banks where everything is ran off crypto. This is what the acting comptroller of the currency is saying before he leaves. This is what he is saying. Now, family, this is more bullish information for XLM and XRP. Y'all better be stacking up on XLM and X. I don't care what they say about XRP. You better be stacking up. Do you hear? As a matter of fact, let me go and take y'all to this other part of it. Because he really going detail. Let me get here right fast. Where we at? Where are we going? We going? This is where we want to go. Right here. Let me get it right here. We'll get to my timestamp for y'all. We headed to the moon. All right, here we go. Check it out.
Great, thank you for that. And I want to pick up on a couple of those points in a moment. But I do want to just talk about the op-ed from yesterday. So for anyone that missed it, Brian authored a really interesting opinion piece in the Financial Times that was published yesterday where you discussed the concept of a self-driving bank, based on decentralized.
A self-driving bank is nothing but decentralized financing, family. It's DeFi. That's what it is. But let's just listen.
Finance or DeFi. So can you just briefly explain what you mean, first of all, by a self-driving bank?
Yeah, so the I'm pretty excited about that term, I have to say. I've already seen it stolen by a couple of conference organizers literally in the last 24 hours. So that's how you know it was successful. The concept basically is this, is look, what we do at the OCC and at all bank regulators really, is we administer a whole set of rules that are mostly designed to constrain bad behavior by bankers. We really do very little about banks. It's mostly a set of rules that say, hey, boards of directors cannot engage in self-dealing loans with themselves, or bankers who commit fraud might be banned from the industry or have to pay a penalty. Or, we need people to make credit decisions based on a list of factors, and if they don't, then they'll get in trouble. It's mostly about individual behavior. And when we charter a bank, by the way, we issue a charter to a group of organizers. So you have to have 5 people and a board of directors in order to get a bank charter, etc. The question I ask in the article is, if you look at these DeFi protocols, the more mature DeFi protocols basically are offering everything banks do. They offer payment services. They offer a chance to engage in exchange. They offer lending and borrowing options and a whole bunch of other things. And there are no human beings associated with them. They're just open source software doing all that stuff. So it's very like self-driving cars, right? Historically, all the rules of the road were about human beings. Don't drive while drunk. drive the speed limit, use your turn signal, get a driver's license. Those aren't rules about cars, they're rules about drivers. What do you do when all of a sudden there is no driver? Who's responsible? How do you make sure the cars, who are you regulating? And you're no longer regulating people, you have to regulate the thing. And so what I talk about in the article is there could well be, and I think we're on the way to having a series of bank-like software packages where I can simply log on to an internet address and I can say I need a loan at 4% for 3 years, and that DeFi protocol will find that for me. And I will never know where the money's coming from, and it won't matter because I'm going to lock a certain amount of value in the smart contract, which will release payments. The payment will be distributed algorithmically, and that'll be the deal. All of those things are what banks do. Who's going to oversee that, right? And what I posit in this article is, imagine a world where we were granting charters to software as opposed to.
All right, family. So you heard it from the horse's mouth itself. Now, for all the students in my class, the last class, what did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all the ultimate goal is with our crypto assets? I told y'all something the last class, or if not in the last class, I told some of y'all personally, what is the ultimate goal with our assets? What do we want to do with our assets? And what is the ultimate goal with the assets? And you just heard it from him. Basically, where you can, with these decentralized banks. But with that being said, that's perfect because, let me stop sharing my screen. We're going to go right to a DeFi network that is working right now that I be telling y'all about. Where is it at? Booyah, here we go. Bankroll. This is decentralized, DeFi bank. Basically, right here, let me sign in. Let me go ahead and sign in so I can show y'all how I'm rolling. So we be rolling. We be rolling. Let me get up in here. I'll put, hold on, talk mess with y'all, put the wrong password in. What is this? Is this Tron link? Okay. Okay. But we be rolling, y'all, right? So let me see. Let me get up in here so I can roll today. Now, listen, the link to Bankroll will be in the description. The only way you can become a part of this is if somebody invites you. Now, he just was talking about a decentralized bank where you can, listen, this is what Bankroll flow is. This is right here. And, I told y'all I'm in the beta testing for the Flare network, right? So, I ain't gonna show y'all a lot. I just show y'all a little bit. I ain't gonna show y'all nothing about Flare, but Flare is basically about to be the DeFi bank also. This is basically what Flare is about to be. But let's get back to Bankflow. Let me get back to Bankflow, Bankroll, right? But listen, y'all. The decentralized financing is already here. He is just talking about how they can basically try to regulate it. And he actually said it a little bit earlier, and he had a look on his face, because it's going to be interesting to see how can you regulate a computer program. That's going to be very interesting, because whoever writes the contract is the only person that can regulate it. So then even the person that wrote the contract, they have to go in to rewrite it the way you want them to write it. And with that, they don't have to decide to do it. But that's a whole nother conversation. I'll just leave that alone. Let me look at my flow. I can't actually roll right now. Oh, flow going up. So I'm close to 8 Bankroll today. Yeah, so I can't roll. I gotta roll for my other ones to get it coming, right? But yeah, that's what this is, y'all. This is DeFi already. The only thing is right now, Pierre, you just can't get a loan. But if you join the class, I'll show you how to get a loan off your crypto. You pay it now, I'll show you how to get a loan off your crypto. Because that's what it's all about. And I ain't talking about NEXO either. NEXO gives you loans, but I'm talking about a different type of way. right? But I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I'm gonna roll everything live with y'all. Where my what I did I roll strong? That was stockpile. Let me roll this stronghold real fast. Get my rolling on because we be rolling. And then we're gonna get back to some more XLM news because I need to talk about this Ethereum X coin that is actually built on the Stellar network. It's built on Stellar. It's meant to bring smart contracts to the Stellar network, like Ethereum was meant to bring smart contracts to. Hold on, I said that wrong. Just like Ether was meant to bring smart contracts to the Ethereum network. This is what this coin is about to do to XLM. We're going to the moon, y'all. Y'all better get on this with that stronghold. Let me get a stack. Let me roll my stack. I have to be, we be rolling, y'all. Y'all need to be rolling too, getting this residual income. This is residual income every day I'm rolling. And the reason why I'm rolling is because I'm gonna roll for 3 to 4 months. After my 3 to 4 months, I'm gonna start taking profit. But your stuff is locked in for a year. So, and after a year, if you just take profit after a year, you ain't gonna have nothing in there. So your rolling gonna be over with. So you need to roll and get you a little plan of how you're gonna roll and how you're gonna get profit. So right now I'm rolling for the first 3, 4 months, but eventually I'm gonna start taking me some profit. All right, so let's get right here on. Listen, family, also, man, if y'all like this information and you've been here and don't watch this much, man, hit that thumb up button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel on Bittrex and, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we drop these videos, right? So this right here is this Ethereum X, right? So, it says Ethereum X is an asset running on Stellar that aims to revolutionize the payment industry so people can use a global peer-to-peer electronic cash system. We are a blockchain enthusiasts who are building a payment layer on top of Stellar blockchain. You can see more information about this in our white paper, right? So listen, it's gonna help with secure payments, worldwide transactions, and fixed supply, right? The major problem, Ethereum and Bitcoin use a combination of technical tricks and incentives to ensure that the accredited record who owns what without a central authority. The problem is strictly to preserve this balance while also growing the number of users. So this helps with congestion, scalability, and then this solution. Y'all, I don't think y'all understand when you see Ethereum X. I don't think people understand what Ethereum makes. Like, this is allowing smart contracts to be built on the Stellar network, Stellar Lumens network. Yo, do y'all look? Ethereum solution, implementing Stellar Lumens technology. We make it easy to move digital assets around the world quickly, reliable, and also empower the true vision of Satoshis. Family. Now, yesterday I showed y'all this. Look at all the partners with Ethereum X. CoinMarketCap, Instant Bits, Stellarport, Stellar Team, CoinGecko, Interstellar, Blockspot, FinexBox. Now, you see the price? It's a penny, y'all. It's not even a penny yet. It's 1/10 of a penny. The last time I checked, the price was higher though. So, and it shows you how to create your wallet and everything, right? So listen, this has something called eGas, right? And this is a monthly airdrop for ETX holders, right? It says at the start of every month, we will be taking snapshots of all Ethereum X token Ethereum X token owners that hold more than 300,000 ETX tokens. You got to hold over 300,000. Now, right now, they 1/10 of a penny. $100 will get you over 100,000 of these right now. So you spend $300, you get over 300,000. You might even got to spend 300. right? It says, EGS will be airdropped every month between 2019 and 2025. We will implement snapshots on every first of the month, according to this formula. They got a formula. This what it say, EGAS airdrop amount equal total ETX, 2.5%. Now y'all need to come here and read this, right? And make sure that you're set up to receive this, right? And I'm glad I used what I use because I'm available. Listen, for y'all, what is EGAS? And this is why I say, again, moonshot, y'all. XLM going to the moon. Yeah, we about to take off.
TikTok, got you looking at your wristwatch. Don't hip hop, cause we about to moonshot.
XLM about the moonshot with this line. Listen, now everybody know on the Ethereum network, them gas fees are outrageous, right? Well, why do y'all think they have e-gas? Why do you think they have e-gas? It's to help with the fees, family. All right? E-gas token is a separate asset on the network, can be used, traded on Stellar Portal or any decentralized Stellar exchanges, right? It says the EGAS, the only way to mine EGAS is to hold 300,000 ETX or more. Excuse me. EGAS is in case of Ethereum X is very similar to Ethereum, but value EGAS is decoupled from the value Ethereum X, right? The price of it ain't the same, right? But in other words, that's what EGAS is here, and you get it every month just by holding Ethereum X, as long as you hold over 300,000 of them, family. You come here, and now I'm going to have a link where you can come here and sign up for your Ethereum X. You can trade on XLM for Ethereum X, Bitcoin, whatever you want, you can trade, right? They have a roadmap. You can come here, read the roadmap, all right? See what's going on. Where we at? Payment layer. But you can come here and read the roadmap, family, right, of the listeners. And see more about it, family. But that's the roadmap. The white paper I meant, I'm sorry, y'all, not the roadmap. The white paper is where you get all the information. Read that. You read the white paper, family, right? But this is a hidden gem that has been just sitting around waiting. And the only thing it's waiting for is Stellar on Lumens to move the way it's moving. So you can come here, you download this, you can read this, but this right here is gonna have XLM headed to the moon. This is along with the fact that we about to have decentralized banks, along with the USDC coin being built on the XLM Stellar network, along with Acon building the Acon on the Stellar Lumens network, right? Along with all these different banks that are getting their CBDCs built on the XLM or the Stellar Lumens network. Family, all this information means moonshot for XLM, right? Now, when you come to CoinMarketCap, we can look into the ETX coin. You can come up here and put it in, right? It's up here. There it go, right? And you see the price is up 5.34%. Ain't up too much, right? It's ranked 1,923. You can come here, get a white paper, see everything. See the 24-hour high and the low, and you can see the market cap. Right now, it's only $89,000. $89,000 that's in this on the market cap. Now the total volume only $34 right now. So this is low, family. I'm gonna be real with y'all. This is horrible. This is I'm gonna be honest with you though. This is horrible. But what's going on is most people don't know about this. Not too many people know about it right now. I know not too many people know about it. Right. And the market cap need to really go up, but right now this got to come up because there ain't a lot of money. But most people ain't trading it right now because they trying to get them ether gas. So it's only, you can come up here and you can read about it, but I'm telling y'all, this is just more bullish news for XLM. XLM will be taken over, right? With that being said, family, I thank y'all for watching this episode of Max Crypto News. I look forward to seeing y'all on the next show, on the next video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the description and I will try to answer them. We'll talk about them on the next show. Now, I do need to address something. On one of my videos, somebody was commenting that apparently, I guess the brother think that I think I know it all because of what I said. He was talking about the amount of people that are following me on this page. And, you know, I told the brother that I don't know everything and I don't profess to know everything, but I have been in this crypto space for a long time. And this page, just so you know, is new. Like, I just started posting crypto videos on this page in December. This is a fairly new page. I have an old page where I was posting crypto videos, but that's here or there. But I don't think I know everything. So I just want to let you know I don't. And if you can answer that question I asked you, because I need some clarification, I would be great. I will be greatly appreciated if you answer the question for me to help me out, you know, because I believe you can teach me something, brother. With that being said, peace, family. Catch y'all on the next video.